Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I did a race today. It was a 10K. And then I'll be talking more about that on another video. But I am currently marathon training now. And then that'll be my second one once I compete in it. And I did my first one about a year and a half ago. And I ran about 3 hours, 32 minutes, which is really good for the first one. And I just wanted to show you exactly what I pack, or what kind of supplements I have before, during, and after my running workouts. Especially on long distance days, it's really important to pack stuff with you and properly prepare. So I'll show you what kind of supplements I take. So the first thing in the morning when I get up, I usually have my running clothes already staged and packed, and then I put those on, and then I have breakfast. I usually eat some cereal because that's very good, multi-grains in there, very healthy. And then I also have a glass of milk with it, whether it be chocolate milk or 1% milk. I only have a few ounces of it because I don't want all that in my stomach. And then I just do it for a little bit of vitamins and calcium, because I think there's vitamin A and calcium in milk. And then I usually eat a banana for the potassium. And then right after I'm done with breakfast, I take a B12 daily supplement. I take that every day whether I'm running or not. And then also to increase my mood and energy and to release some of my anxiety from nerves, I take this ashwagandha. It's some chewable gummies in here. And then there's the benefits. That's what I take, especially on days I train and compete. It helps with my nerves. And then also I add this to my water before and after workouts, especially on hot days. And if I'm running very far, it's the new Sport Hydration Strawberry Lemonade. They come in many different flavors, and it's 10 servings per capsule. And then you can also get some with energy in there to add some caffeine. And then I also pack this for workouts. Sometimes I eat them before or during. They're energy chews. And they have amino acids and electrolytes. And there's about 20 milligrams of caffeine per serving and gluten-free. So that's pretty much good for anyone. And they recommend you have 5 at a time per serving, and keep hydrating throughout your runs. I'll get to that later on, what I bring on them with my water bottle, Gatorade. I'll show you that soon. But that's what I have here. And then during the workout, I have the GU energy gels. They have caffeine, amino acids again. They give you an energy boost during the workout. And then there's all the information on it. 20 milligrams of caffeine in here too. And it tastes like actual chocolate. And it's also easy on the stomach. These don't work for everybody, but they work very well for me. Give me nutrition. They're easy to chew and swallow while you're working out. And then you can get a box on Amazon. I think like 8 come in a pack here. And then, or you can buy a single, but I usually buy in bulk since I do a lot of distance runs. And if I'm running for more than an hour, well, an hour or more, I eat one. And then if I'm going for like more than a half marathon distance, I like to eat 2 on the workouts. And then if I'm going for marathon training where I'm going to be at least 20 miles, I'm going to end up eating 3 of these during the workout. I usually do about 1 per hour. Some people every 45 minutes, but like 1 per hour that works for me. And then before each long distance run, I like to take a serving of Pepto-Bismol just to be on the safe side. That way my stomach can be settled through the whole workout, especially if it's warmer and humid out. I found this to be good luck. It keeps my stomach settled, so I have a serving of this one. The Pepto works very well. And then this is my actual hydration running belt. I got this on Amazon. It's 2 bottles, they're each 10 ounces. nothing in here now, it's just demos, but there it is. And then I fill one of the bottles up with water, and then the other up with Powerade or Gatorade. And then it's really nice, this belt has pouch for your phone. I put it in the front, that way I can listen to music. And then in this other small pouch here, I keep my car keys, and also I keep my energy gels in there too. And it's very comfortable, and then it has adjustments on the back, but very affordable. And then after the workouts, I have a Celsius, because it has 200 milligrams of caffeine. It's quite a bit, but after workouts, and especially getting up earlier to compete, this stuff keeps you awake, and it helps me recover from workouts. Here's what the powder looks like. This is more affordable than if you buy it per can. This is only like $10 or $11 you can get at the grocery store. But you just put this pouch in your own water bottle, which is amazing. It tastes so good to keep me awake. And then when I'm competing, especially when I do the marathon coming up, I'm going to have a little bit of this before my workout, and then have a whole other one after to keep me awake. That's the stuff that I pack for my run before, during, and after my workouts. And yeah, the marathon training, since I'm in decent enough shape, I can get ready in a couple of months. But if you're completely new to running, I recommend spending between 4 and 6 months on training. And there's a lot of different videos on YouTube on how people train for them, but this is kind of like what I do, and I usually run very far one day a week. Like, for example, I did half marathon, then I go up to 15 miles, and then I can jump up to 19 miles and then go over 20 because I'm used to running. And then I run a couple times per week other than the real long distance runs, usually between 6 and 8 miles, because I'll get you ready for the 26.2, because the last 6 miles especially are very, very critical. So it's very important to run multiple times a week, and especially on tired legs. That way you can be prepared for the last few miles of that race. It's the last 10K is the most critical in a marathon. I already found that out. And then when I do the actual race again, I'll make a full video on it, on all the details of prep, how the actual race went, and what I feel like I can improve on or help you guys out. Hope you enjoyed the video on how I stay well fed and hydrated during long workouts. See you in the next video.